Hey everybody out there, and today for you guys I wanted to discuss a cool little topic that I was actually thinking about over this past week. And we've seen this development ever since last month, and we had the announcement for the revisions of Master Rule 4.5, Master Rule 5, whatever we're calling it nowadays. Each week it changes to a different terminology. But how fun the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, and how excited so many players are for April 1st, 2020. I have seen so many comments and so many posts of players coming back into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or commenting on videos that I've done recently stating, I am so excited for April 1st and the new, and for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm so excited to get back into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! With these new Master Rule changes. I have never heard so many people say that in the community in a very long time. I've heard it about certain decks. Oh, ... deck got new support. I'm so excited to get back to playing that deck. I've never heard so many people say, oh, I'm so excited to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. I just haven't heard that in so long. Because every time there's a new mechanic, or there's something new that comes out, what do you always hear, right? Oh, I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. Oh, they've broken Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, this and that. You hear this. Oh, I'm done with Yu-Gi-Oh! They keep bringing new things out. Now it's the opposite, which is so positive. Oh, I'm so excited to play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's what I want to talk about a little bit. Like, how excited the community just seems for these new Master Rules, these updates, how the game, no matter what happens, no matter how crazy it gets come after April 1st, how many people are going to come back to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because their favorite deck is back? There's a lot of players out there. And I know some people in the community have talked about this, but it's something that I feel like doesn't get talked about enough, really, is how many people are really starting to come back and the ways we can tell that this is happening. So a couple of reasons I've noticed this is because you look at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market, there's a lot of, and I don't think it's everybody making, going out there and buying cards just for cards' sake to try to make a quick buck. There's probably some people out there doing that, but I don't think it's everybody. But if you look at certain archetypes that are popular within the game of the community of Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're seeing that they're getting brought out. And not just because people think they're going to be meta, but because they are excited to play them again. And a lot of players out there, they already still have that deck, and it could be like what happened to me with a lot of my decks when Master Rule 4 came out. You kept the deck, but it got shelved. It went into a deck box or a tin, and you just stuck it in there, and you haven't touched it in 3 to 2 years. And now the new stuff is coming, but you get to play it the way it used to with the new mechanics, the new cards. It doesn't hurt the deck and what it can do. You're excited to pull it off the shelf and rebuild that deck. That's what a lot of people are happy for. Usually, what happens in this time, in the off-season of Yu-Gi-Oh!, is you usually see a situation occur where there's not a lot of movement in the market. There's not a lot going on in Yu-Gi-Oh! People are, with the holidays, they're getting ready for national season perhaps in January, February, but not a lot that's going on because there's not a lot of, tournaments going on. But what I'm seeing right now, even though it's the holidays and people have spent money, they are going out there in droves and just buying everything that they want. And I've never seen that happen during this time of year in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. I've never seen so many people be excited for this new ruling, be so hyped for April 1st. And I've said this in other videos before, we have no idea how it's going to play out. We can speculate all we want, okay? And you will hear other people say, oh, this will be the best deck, and that will be the best deck, and this will be good because of this and this and that. We don't know. We have no idea what is going to happen, okay? I think what's going to possibly happen, my speculation is, you're going to see a lot of random decks top at first, for probably the first couple of weeks to a month. You're going to see random stuff happen. You're going to see random decks get brought out. Random cards get brought out because that's what's topping. But it doesn't mean it's good. Just could mean people weren't expecting that from left field. You're going to see a lot of creativity happen. It's going to be really cool for the first couple of months. And then you're going to start to see the meta decks. This is the best deck. that's the best deck. And that's what's going to happen. It happens all the time. And I feel like that will happen a lot. I think Nationals is going to be really interesting this year because it's going to be crazy. It's, I mean, there's so much going on in the community, and even if, if there's another ban list, or, I mean, there probably will be, between now and national season, it's going to be more crazy because we don't know what's going to happen. This is 2 months away from happening, right? And we have no idea what's going to play out. We can speculate, we can play test, we can try different things out in real life and online, but we don't know what's going to be good. We don't know. Speculation is all we can do. There's no factual stuff. There's no looking to the OCG to see what's doing better, because this is happening the same time, as I've stated before, as the OCG. April 1st for them, April 1st for us. We're going into this blindfolded. We don't know what's going to be good. We just don't. And for that reason, I think it's going to be fun, crazy, and scary, and exciting. But what I'm really excited for is to see the community so happy now. I think this past year of Yu-Gi-Oh!, for all its faults and problems it had, was probably the most fun I've had in Yu-Gi-Oh! In a very long time. But I felt very sad when I looked at certain decks that I've had. And I'm like, I can't play you because you don't put enough resources on board to make a link to do something. In 2020, I think it's going to be even better because I don't care about the link. I can make a link if I want to, if it's convenient. But I can still go into my basic combo play. I can still play dot deck because, hey, I don't care if I need to use a link. I can build Horus the Black Flame Dragon Heretics and then have to go into a link monster before I need to make Tzolk'in, and then make my Exceed play, and then you get where this is going, right? It brings more creative juices to players, which I think is being stimulated by the market showing that. And the comments I've seen and the people talking about it get me hyped and pumped. And I think that we're going into an age of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is kind of scary and kind of not in a way as well. And I mean scary is it's the first time, and I've stated this before, and it's kind of scary and not, where the card game, the card game itself is splitting apart from the anime completely. Because you're going to be having Rush Duels over here, Yu-Gi-Oh! Over here. The Yu-Gi-Oh! That we play, and Rush Duels. And where's the anime at? Over here with Rush Duels, not with the main card game anymore. As we know, as of right now, as of me making this recording, that could show its outdatedness if that turns out to not be true, but it really is kind of true as of right now, because it's the first time we've seen that ever happen in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the anime is not with the card game. It's with a different card game in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's with Rush Duels, not with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I said, that we all play and know and we've known since we were kids. It's splitting apart. And it has me concerned with the future of the main game of Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. I will admit it. But then again, I think Konami is not going to turn its back on it. I think they're just making this speed rush duel to help for intermediate players getting into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! To make it simpler. Because I can tell you, there's been a lot of players out there that I've known that just, kids especially, that are trying to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's just a little bit complex for them. And I wish there was something simplified. And that's why I was praying we did not get a new mechanic. And we didn't get a new mechanic for the first time in forever. It kind of turned into GX where, hey, we're just going to make these revisions and carry on. And I'm like, yes! Yes, yes, yes! And I think the community gave up a sigh of relief because that hasn't happened in so many years. It's been a decade since that's happened plus. And I'm so happy to see it currently. And I think Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2020 is going to be really fun. I think in a nutshell, as I end this video, I think it's going to be probably one of the best years in Yu-Gi-Oh! That we've had in a long time. No matter, there's always going to be top decks. There's always going to be best deck. Always be tier 1 decks. Always be this combo that's so broken. But it's going to be fun because you can just play any deck you want again. Any archetype. You're not restrictive. Cards are not restrictive because of a mechanic. You can play anything. And that's what makes me excited for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So tell me down below, guys, are you excited for the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2020 heading forward? Until next time, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Take care, everybody.